moxie and a lot of toughness with the way they fell down, both in the first half and the second half, and was able to bounce back from both those deficits of 10. What was the most in the second half? 7? Early in the second half? Was it 9? Yeah, so, you know, credit them, number one. I thought that we did obviously a horrible job on Blake Hinson. You know, we knew what he was. He's a three-point shooter. You really got going. The first one he made to start in the second half, we were playing off of him, which is just inexcusable. And this is 2 games in a row now. We've had the power forward on the opposing team have career nights against our defense. And so, you know, for me, it's you know, I've always been a coach that believes defense wins first, and we've really done a poor job at defending here the last few games. And even in our efficiency defensively on the year, it's not even close to what we're doing offensively. Defensively, we've got to get better. And you know, hang our hat on being able to stop. And I thought we got emotional tonight. You know, Nick's 3rd foul on the technical was really a tough break for us in the first half because it kept him out of the game and kept him from starting the second half, and he's our best perimeter defender. I thought our turnovers, we had too many turnovers, especially out of our 2 main ball handlers. We got to do a better job at having a lot more trust and patience offensively with one another. You know, we've got to learn by watching. I thought Robert Woodard and Reggie Perry both had really good games for us as freshmen. And I got to use Robert more as a 4, especially in a matchup like Hinson, where we really struggled to get out to him and take on the challenge of guarding him on the perimeter.
We'll start with Adam here, second row to coach's right.
Give them credit, they hit a lot of shots. It might seem like at times one of those days, but you talked about the challenge of defending their 3-pointers. What was the challenge today, and how they spread you, and then how they effectively used the screen to maybe draw somebody and then drop?
Yeah, they were slipping a lot in terms of the screens, which they do. I mean, they're number 1 in our league in offensive efficiency, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage. So they're a very good offensive team. Basically, they're playing with 4 guards a lot of time out there. And so, you know, you've got to be aware of that. They do a good job skinning. They're big kids, a very good screener and rolling. You know, the first half, I thought we defended the 3 pretty well. They were 5 for 16 in the first half. Second half, they really got it going, and especially Hinson, obviously. But so did Stevens. Stevens made 2 big threes. And, you know, we'll go back and watch that. But, you know, we ended up switching it, and he didn't get another one on us. But they moved the ball well, and, you know, credit them again for their ball movement and their mental toughness. And they only had 10 turnovers. You know, the difference in the game, in a game this close, you know, 5 extra possessions because we had 15, they had 10. You know, so, you know, we outboarded them. I thought we did, you know, a good job there. I thought Abdul had a good second half. You know, really showed a lot of heart the way he was playing out there at both ends of the floor. But, you know, this is a tough loss because they're a good team. It would have been a really good win for your resume, so it's a tough one.
Go to the back and the cameras, and then we'll get it to the front row.
Coach, after Nick's 3 that tied it up at 77, the offensive execution in the final minutes, I think Q had a quick 3, and then Lamar had to drive that didn't go. What did you think about maybe the offensive execution at the end of the game?
Yeah, I thought when we were down 2, the 3 that Q took was too far out. I don't know if you're talking about that shot. And that was, you know, he wants to win so bad for his team. I get that, but that was arguably maybe a 27, 28 footer. And we've got to be more trusting. I kind of said in my opening remarks, and you know that was set up for him to drive that actual little quick hitting set, not to pull up from 3. And we were down 2 at the time. We were trying to, you know, score and maybe get fouled. You know, and there were some, you know, tough breaks, but, you know, again, credit Ole Miss. You know, they're the ones that came in here and were down 10, down 9 in the second half, and still, you know, found a way with their good leadership and mental toughness to fight back.
Go to the front middle.
Ben, you've coached against Kermit a lot. I mean, you know how his teams play. What's allowed Ole Miss to kind of preseason pick to finish last in the SEC, but come along and to be where they are and the job Kermit's done?
I think Kermit's done a fantastic job, obviously. And, You know, Andy left them some good players. It wasn't like the cupboard was bare, and they had a pretty good culture. But he's done a great job, I think, taking it to a different level, and really has those kids playing together and playing well. And obviously Hinson and Buffin have been really good additions to their program. And you know, Hinson today, you know, has a career day against us, and is obviously very, very good.